Sometimes, a small home does not feel crowded because it is messy. It feels crowded because too many beautiful things are trying to be noticed at the same time. A chair in the corner. A little table beside it. A basket underneath. A lamp above it. A tray on the table. A candle on the tray. A framed photograph nearby. Nothing is wrong with any of these pieces. In fact, many of them may be lovely. But together, in a small room, they can begin to feel emotionally heavy. This is the quiet mistake many small homes make. Not bad taste. Not laziness. Not even clutter in the usual sense. It is the habit of filling every pause in the room. Every corner. Every surface. Every wall. Every little empty space. And slowly, the home may still look pretty, but it no longer feels peaceful. There is a particular kind of small home that looks perfectly fine at first glance. It is clean. It is arranged. The cushions are in place. The shelves are styled. The lamps are warm. The colors are pleasant. And yet, when you sit down, something feels heavy. The room does not feel messy. It feels full in a way that is hard to explain. Your eyes move from the table, to the shelf, to the wall, to the corner, to the cushions, to the little objects, and somehow there is no quiet place to land. This is why a room can be clean and still feel noisy. A small home is more sensitive than a large one. A large room can absorb more furniture, more color, more collections, and more decoration. But in a small home, every object stands closer to everything else. Every added thing has a stronger voice. A small room notices the extra chair that no one really uses. It notices the side table that was added only because the corner felt unfinished. It notices the shelf where every meaningful object has been placed together, even though none of them has enough space to breathe. And that is when a home begins to feel emotionally crowded. Not because it is wrong, but because it is carrying too many small visual decisions at once. Many of us were taught, directly or quietly, that an empty corner means something is missing. So we add a chair, then a cushion, then a small table, then a lamp, then something decorative to make the table feel intentional. And at first, it feels satisfying. The corner looks finished. The room looks styled. The space no longer feels empty. But after a while, the room may begin to feel tired. Because not every empty space is asking to be filled. Some empty spaces are there to give the room rhythm. Some corners are meant to hold light, not furniture. Some walls are meant to stay quiet, not decorated. In a small home, empty space is not wasted space. It is emotional breathing room. It allows the eye to rest. It allows the body to move more easily. It allows the pieces you truly love to feel more important. A room does not become warmer because every corner is occupied. Sometimes, it becomes warmer because there is enough space to feel calm inside it. So before filling a corner, it helps to ask a gentler question. Does this space need something? Or does this space need to remain a pause? That small question can change the whole feeling of a home. One of the most confusing things about decorating is that beautiful things can still create pressure. A lovely vase, a stack of books, a framed print, a candle, a bowl, a plant, a patterned cushion. Each one may be tasteful. Each one may have been chosen carefully. But when too many beautiful things are placed too close together, they stop feeling special. They start competing. This is where quiet luxury becomes very different from ordinary decorating. Quiet luxury is not when every object looks expensive. It is when the room knows when to stop. It is the calm confidence of one beautiful lamp on a simple table. One piece of art with space around it. One soft throw on a chair instead of 5 cushions trying to create comfort. A small home does not need every surface to perform. The coffee table does not need to tell an entire story. The shelf does not need to prove every interest you have ever had. The sofa does not need so many pillows that sitting down becomes a small negotiation. Beauty needs space around it. Texture needs space around it. A meaningful object needs space around it. When there is space, a simple wooden chair can feel elegant. A linen curtain can feel soft and expensive. A brass lamp can glow quietly instead of fighting with everything nearby. The goal is not to make the room plain. The goal is to make the room feel considered. And sometimes, the most considered choice is not adding another beautiful thing. It is letting the beautiful things already there have enough room to be seen. Sentimental objects are different. They are not just decor. They hold people, places, years, and chapters of life. A photograph from a family holiday. A dish inherited from someone you loved. A small object bought during a trip many years ago. A book with a note inside. A gift you could never quite put away. For many women later in life, a home is not simply a place to decorate. It is a place that has collected meaning. So the answer is not to remove everything that carries memory. That would feel too cold, too careless, too disconnected from real life. But there is a gentle truth here. Not every meaningful thing needs to be visible every day to remain meaningful. A memory does not disappear because it rests in a drawer. A treasured piece does not lose its story because it is displayed only for part of the year. A photograph does not become less loved because it is placed in an album instead of on every surface. In fact, when every meaningful object is displayed at once, none of them has enough room to be felt. One framed photograph on a quiet table can feel tender. 10 photographs crowded together can begin to feel like visual pressure. One inherited bowl on an open shelf can feel graceful. A shelf packed from side to side can make even the most meaningful things disappear into noise. This is not about throwing memories away. It is about giving them dignity. Rotate them. Group them. Let one or two have a quiet place of honor. Allow the others to rest until their season comes again. A home can honor the past without being crowded by it. And sometimes, when fewer memories are displayed, the ones we keep visible become even more powerful. The quiet luxury edit begins before buying anything new. It begins by standing at the doorway of the room and looking at it as if you are arriving home tired. Not as a decorator, not as a critic, but as the person who has to live there. Ask yourself, where does my eye feel calm? Where does the room feel useful? Where does it feel heavy? Where does it feel as if too many things are speaking at once? Then choose one small area. A coffee table. A side table. A shelf. A corner chair. A windowsill. Remove one thing. Not everything. Just one thing. Then live with that absence for a day. Notice whether the room feels lighter. Notice whether walking through it feels easier. Notice whether the pieces you kept suddenly look more beautiful. This is how a small home becomes calmer without losing personality. Use one strong focal point in each area. Leave some surfaces partly empty. Group small objects together instead of scattering them across the room. Choose fewer textures, but let them be richer. Use closed storage for things that create visual restlessness. Let a plain wall remain plain if the room already has enough to say. And before adding something new, remove something first. This does not make the home empty. It makes the home more intentional. A quiet luxury home is not cold. It is not bare. It is not staged for someone else's life. It is edited with kindness. It lets beauty breathe. It lets memory breathe. And most importantly, it lets you breathe. The final feeling of a small home should not be performance. It should be relief. A small home does not need to impress from every angle. It does not need every corner to prove its purpose. It does not need every surface to carry decoration. Some corners can simply hold afternoon light. Some walls can simply stay quiet. Some tables can simply be useful. Some shelves can simply have enough space for the eye to rest. When a small home is edited this way, it does not become less beautiful. It becomes more intimate, more graceful, more livable, more honest. It begins to feel less like a room full of things and more like a room that understands you. That may be the real quiet luxury. Not a larger home. Not a newer home. Not a more expensive home. But a small home that lets you exhale when you come through the door. So before you add another basket, another cushion, another little table, another print, or another object to fill a space, pause for a moment. Ask gently, does this room need more beauty? Or does it need more breathing room? Because sometimes, the most beautiful thing we can give a small home is not another object. It is space, softness, and the quiet confidence to stop.